All right, we've got a great grid of racers. Looks like 21 or 22 racers in the field today. Waiting for the 5 board. There we go, 5 board is up, and they are going out for their warm-up lap. All right, let's take a look at our grid here. Among the experts on the front row of the grid, it is Tommy Specker in position 1 on the 3.2 Yamaha R6. Next, R1. Next to him, Ernie Miller on the 55 R6. David Lakovich on the GSXR 750 on number 21. Andre Taylor on the 220. Steve Diver on the 68. Jeff Selbert on the number 1. He's your 4-time reigning champion of the MCRA GT class. Jesse James next to him on the 835 on the Honda 1000. Ben Probst on the 871 WFO racing bike in blue, red, and white. And then Kerry Lippold on the 99 on his GSXR as well. In the amateur class, we've got Robbie Graber on the 183, Nick Schutzenhofer on the 13, Chris Knauer on the 74, his dad, Todd Knauer, who took 3rd place yesterday, in the mix there as well. Blake Holt on the 224, crashed earlier today in the wet. Hopefully he's back out there. I believe I saw him take the grid. It is Blake Holt on the 224. Josh Davis on the 598. Matt Reed on the 66. Yesterday ran his first ever race in the sportsman class. Here joined by his family, mom and dad. His dad Terry, his mom Sally, and his best friend Isaac are here to watch it all go down. I'm sure his bride Grace is here as well. Fred Bailey on the 212, hopefully with his transponder. Dylan Schaefer on the 24. Jared Harrison on the 19, Drew Winter on the 74X, Dominic Lurd, who took 2nd yesterday in a really hard-fought race on the 88 bike, and then Nick Square on the 86, the quiet professional Nick Square, taking the grid as well. And it looks like everybody is forming up and rounding out the warm-up lap. The 3 board is up, getting ready for the 2, the 1, and then the green flag. Tommy Specker in position, looking for Ben Probst. I don't see Ben. I'm not sure if he's here today or not. Does not look like Ben is going to take the grid. Amy Cox indicates that the experts are ready. Looks like the amateurs are ready as well. There is the 2 board. Waiting for the 1. Now they cannot go forward. Now the 1 board. 1 board's going to go sideways. And green flag. We are off. And Tommy Specker tries to get a good start, but it does not work out. Tommy Specker loses a lot of drive on the beginning of that race. Let's see how we're doing as they come down into turn 1 and 2. Who's going to lead them through? That is Ernie Miller in the lead, followed by Jeff Selbert, followed by Ernie Miller. Tommy Specker with the pass. I did not see David Lakovich out there. He may not have had rain tires and may have elected to sit this out. There's Blake Holt trying to run down Todd Knauer, who jumps out to an early lead in the novice class. Everyone trying to feel for traction and see where they are. This is a 20-minute mini endurance race, and as they come out of turn 6 and head down towards turn 7, there's David Lakovich. He's out there. Let's see, who is that in the lead? That is Andre in the lead, followed by Jeff Selbert, followed by Tommy Specker, then Ernie Miller. And that may be Dominic Lurd in first for the amateur field. Going to check in with them as they head down the front straightaway. Onto the front straightaway they come. It is Andre Taylor in the lead, followed by Jeff Selbert, Tommy Specker trying to charge to the front ahead of Ernie Miller. That is the Triumph, the 183, followed by Todd Knauer, I believe, in second. Looks like there's Blake Holt running in third for the amateur field. The 183 amateur on that Triumph 675 is Robbie Graber. Robbie Graber. Now Jeff Selbert is holding off Tommy Specker. Tommy Specker with Ernie Miller hot on his heels. Got a great little battle shaping up there for second and third as Andre Taylor appears poised to pull away with a good 5 bike lengths between him and the next closest competitor. As they head down to turn 7, it's Taylor, Selbert, Specker, Ernie Miller, and then it is Robbie Graber, followed by Todd Knauer, I believe, Kerry Lippold, and Blake Holt. We've got a bike down in turn 2. 2 bikes down in turn 2. Everybody's standing up. Everybody's looking okay. Clean up on aisle 2. Clean up on aisle 2. All right. Well, they have found the limits of traction. Okay. Yep. Okay. All right. We've got 2 riders are talking it through in turn 2. Looking back here for.
Go ahead, Roger. Yeah, I wasn't able to copy your message. Are you able to come over to here to pit out?
Dominic Lurd is gingerly working his way through turn 7, not sure what to expect with the traction available to him. There is the 19 of Jared Harrison reeling in Blake Holt. Looks like Matt Reed in the mix with those 3 guys. Running in, I believe, 4th position. There's Dave Lakovich out there on the Honey Badger, putting in some good laps. Let's check back with our leaders here. And it continues to be Andre Taylor leading Jeff Selbert. Big gap back to 3rd place with Tommy Specker. And Tommy Specker has dropped Ernie Miller. So Tommy Specker a solid 3rd place right now with not much of a threat behind him.
Before you leave those bikes out there, please make sure their ignitions are turned on.
They are moving the bikes out of the way as best they can in turn 2. Bike number 74 comes across. That's Drew Winter. Drew Winter making his way around the track, picking his way through carefully. Ernie Miller continues in 4th place for the experts. And then it's Robbie Graber leading the amateur field. Robbie Graber followed by the 84 of Todd Knauer. The 84 of Todd Knauer.
Yeah, keep that debris flag up for at least 1 full lap. When you're sure that everybody's seated, you can lower it. If you get that other bike moved back, that'd be awesome too. And then you got to go back into station.
They're going to try and get the motorcycles in turn 2 moved over to the wall if they can. We'll see if they can get that motorcycle moved out of the way. Looking back for our leaders now. Andre Taylor makes his way through turn 2. Selbert in 2nd. Tommy Specker a solid 3rd. Ernie Miller continues in 4th. Not much change in those positions. Looking back for Robbie Graber. Robbie Graber on that Triumph 675 starting to reel in Ernie Miller from the expert field. Todd Knauer a solid 2nd. And then I believe Blake Holt may be in 3rd. Boy, there's a long gap, a big gap between 2nd place amateur looking for a 3rd place amateur. There's Blake Holt, and he's got Jared Harrison hot on his heels, and there is Matt Reed in his 2nd ever race. Matt Reed running in 6th position.
88 and 86 both retired.
I'm sorry?
88 and 86 both retired.
Okay. Looks like Dominic Lurd has retired from the race. Looking for 86 Nick Square, both of the last minute racing crew pulling out of the race. Tommy Specker still running in third position behind Andre Taylor and Jeff Selbert, experienced veterans. And now Jeff Selbert is starting to catch Andre Taylor. He has closed that gap down to about 3 bike lengths, and that may be all the inspiration he needs to make a real fight of it. As he is closed within 3 or 4 bike lengths of Andre Taylor as they make their way down to the goat trail. That gap should be able to close that gap down the front straightaway. Selbert with slightly more power given his engine displacement. And they seem to be running at about the same speed down that front straightaway. If anything, Andre Taylor able to pick up a bike length or 2, but Jared Harrison hot on the heels of Blake Holt. The 3 riders are all grouped together fighting it out for that 3rd position in the amateur class. Jared Harrison stalking Blake Holt with Matt Reed right behind the 2 of them, ready to collect if it all ends in tears between these guys. And Jared Harrison's making the move on the outside of turn 7. Jared Harrison goes hard into turn 7 and makes the pass and secures 3rd place. Jared Harrison, your new 3rd place rider for the amateur field, and he immediately pulls a big gap between himself and Blake Holt. Now Blake Holt is a cagey rider, and he may be conserving his reins to give himself a chance deeper into this race. We are still in early stages of this race, and it could go a while. Jared Harrison pulling away quickly, several bike lengths as Matt Reed now. Matt Reed preparing to challenge Blake Holt as they go down the back straightaway there. Or the front straightaway, excuse me. Looking back for our leaders now as they come through turn 1. And Jeff Selbert is caught behind some lap traffic. All right, we are almost to the halfway point of this 20-minute mini endurance race. Chris Knauer turning in some good laps now, just ahead of Josh Davis. Josh and Chris duking it out there, deeper in the field. And Jeff Selbert continues to close on Andre Taylor. If anything, Andre seems to be getting the power down out of the corners better than Selbert. Selbert a little better on the brakes as they come down in turn 7. And now our leaders are preparing to reel in the 3rd place amateur field, about to put them a lap down as Andre Taylor and Jeff Selbert come across the start-finish line. Okay, we are halfway through this race. All right, there we go. Blake Holt continues to lead Matt Reed as Andre Taylor and Jeff Selbert get ready to put them a lap down. Jared Harrison now pulled himself well in front of Blake Holt. Andre Taylor quickly around Matt Reed, and that helps out Andre Taylor as Jeff Selbert has to slow down a little bit, but Blake Holt may run interference here. And here comes Selbert around Blake Holt down onto the goat trail, and he is going to be able to stay on track trying to reel in Andre Taylor through the chicane. Jared Harrison getting ready to see Andre Taylor come by as they head down to turn 1. Jared Harrison with plenty of power able to stay in the mix. Can Andre Taylor get around him before they get to turn 2? And he does. So Andre Taylor continuing to maintain a good consistent gap between himself and Jeff Selbert. And Jeff Selbert with a really smooth pass there on Jared Harrison, able to reclose the gap with Andre Taylor. Matt Reed continues to stalk Blake Holt, staying about 4 bike lengths behind him. There goes Tommy Specker running all alone in 3rd place for the expert field. There goes Kerry Lippold and Chris Knauer with Josh Davis having a nice little duel between the 2 of them. As we look back for Ernie Miller, our 4th place expert, he is well behind Tommy Specker, really out of contention to grab that 3rd podium spot. And then we've got a long gap back to Robbie Graber on that good-looking Triumph 675. Let's give a big thank you to some of the sponsors that make all this possible for us. I want to give a big thank you to Good Grip Racing and James Hammond with the Pirelli and Michelin tires. I want to thank Big St. Charles Motorsports, and they're supplying the Dunlop tires. I want to thank Andre Taylor and Power Sports Stuff, and of course ABI Photography, a borrowed image photography down on the 1st floor of the Timing and Scoring building. That is where the monitor is and all the great pictures that Brian has been taking on behalf of Zach and Ashley all weekend long. Be sure to stop by and thank our sponsors for being here and for helping to support this sport that we love so much. Now Ernie Miller, somebody's trying to make a pass. That was it! Selbert makes the pass on Andre Taylor on the entrance to turn 7. Selbert makes the pass. Now Andre Taylor is got his work cut out for him. I did not see Selbert close that so quickly, but now Selbert in the lead, your new leader in the expert field, with Andre Taylor hot on his heels. As they drag race down the front straightaway, they look pretty evenly matched on power. Andre Taylor going to try and outbreak him. Can't get it done. Selbert holds on. Selbert holds on as they come through turn 2. Selbert with about a bike length lead over Andre Taylor. And all of a sudden, this race has gotten very interesting as these 2 guys are pushing hard on rain tires that may be going away as the track dries. I don't believe it's raining right now, so that may limit their ability to fight back here. There is Todd Knauer running in 2nd place for the amateur field as Jeff Selbert and Andre Taylor begin to reel in second place in the amateur field and put him a lap down. Jeff Selbert now pulling away. Jeff Selbert now able to pull away from Andre Taylor. Do I sound like I'm going through puberty? My voice is breaking every other word here. It was tough enough to go through it once. Now I got to go through it again. All right, here they come. Andre Taylor is right there with him. He's clearly got the power to match him. And they fly in formation down into turn 1. And Andre Taylor is in a good position to make a move. Andre Taylor has closed it down to less than a bike length. Andre Taylor's right there. He backs off in turn 3. Oh! He pushed a little hard. So stand by, ladies and gentlemen. Andre Taylor is up and walking. He is moving around. And he was pushing hard, giving his all. So now Jeff Selbert is all alone in 1st place. That will leave Tommy Specker in 2nd place with Ernie Miller in 3rd. In our amateur field,
4, you should drop your flag that's upstream for you.
All right, we are checking out the situation. Looks like Andre Taylor's okay, and everyone is working hard to make sure that everybody's squared away and okay. The great crew here at Gateway Motorsports Park. There is Josh Davis with Ernie Miller hot behind him. And let's take a look back. Blake Holt now trying to mount a charge on Jared Harrison. Blake Holt let him get away there for a while, but now he's trying to fight his way back. So in the lead, we've got Jeff Selbert, followed by Tommy Specker, then Ernie Miller. In the amateur field, it's Robbie Graber on the 183, followed by Todd Knauer and Jared Harrison. Close behind Jared Harrison is Blake Holt, trying to mount a comeback on Jared Harrison, who passed him pretty early in the race and then put a pretty big gap on him. Pretty impressive that Blake Holt is able to close that gap back down as well as he has. What we saw down in turn 4 was a classic high side as Andre Taylor does his best cartwheels at something on the order of 70 miles an hour or 80 miles an hour. Quite an athletic feat. Didn't know he had it in him. And we are getting our call through, so we are about to wrap up this race. Blake Holt's going to have about 2 laps to make his move on Jared Harrison, and hopefully he will not push too hard as Blake Holt trying to mount the comeback. Blake Holt has closed it down to about 3 bike lengths. Jeff Selbert effectively running unopposed in first place. All he's got to do is keep it upright. Tommy Specker a solid second place. Ernie Miller comfortably in command in third. Looking back, Drew Winter wisely leaving some room for a leader to make his way through. We are on the last lap. This is the white flag as Jared Harrison takes the white flag with Blake Holt hot on his heels. Blake Holt hot on his heels as they come through turn 2. I'm not sure Blake Holt has enough real estate to close this gap in these conditions. Blake Holt has closed it down to 3 bike lengths as they make their way through the S-turns down towards turn 5. Now Blake Holt's closing the gap a little bit. Blake Holt's got it down to 2 bike lengths as they make their way through turn 6. Blake Holt in good position, now down to 1 bike length as they make their way on the exit of turn 6. He's going to have basically 1 corner to do it. Here he comes on the inside, and he stuffs him up the inside. Turn 7, he has retaken 3rd position, and he is going to have a good drive coming out of 7. Great job to Blake Holt to grab that 3rd position. We're going to have a drag race down the front straightaway. Let's see if Jared Harrison can do anything down the goat trail to close that gap. But Blake Holt onto the front straightaway is going to hold on to that 3rd position. Here they come down the front straightaway, and he holds on. So it's Robbie Graber for the amateurs, followed by Todd Knauer in 2nd place and Blake Holt in 3rd. In the expert field, it is Jeff Selbert, followed by Tommy Specker and Ernie Miller. Stick around, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to give out some trophies down on the podium just across from the pits. Okay, cool.
How's it going?
Oops, I don't need that. Excuse me, sorry, man. Amy, Selbert, Specker, Miller, Graber, Todd Knauer.
Graber, Knauer,
and hold on, drawing a blank on his name, Blake Holt.
I'm not sure. I have...
Blake Holt got him at the line, ahead of 19.
66. Okay, you're right, Blake Holt. Yep.
Yep, okay.
Who got first? Who got first?
Second, Robbie Graber.
Robbie Graber.
All right, attention in the paddock, getting ready for our award ceremony. We're going to talk to our experts first. Good job. Good job, Mr. Graber. Ernie. Looking for Tommy Specker. Where's Tommy? There he is. He's up there. And we're looking for Brian from ABI Photo.
Traction control's active the whole time. Go ahead and open up the front. Not the training wheels on. You got sensitivity cranked up? No. It was on. Breaking up there straight away.
I was keeping up with you guys and I'm like, you know what? I'm pulling on Ernie pretty good. I'm just going to relax back here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, joining our winners here from the expert field, Ernie Miller. Ernie, you look like you got a great start and held it there for a couple of laps. Then you seem to fall off the pace. You having engine problems or electronics problems?
I'm just trying to get this R6 figured out. I've had all kinds of problems. It's not going where I want it, and it's sliding all over the place. So I said back off and finish. It's a long season, and I don't have enough budget to crash. So I figured I'd just play it safe and go as quick as I could, and that's all I had. So.
Well, good job today. The tires worked okay for you?
They were sliding around. They were moving around an awful lot, so that's definitely why I backed it off. So, but I definitely got to thank everybody who's helped me out. Jerry Davidson's been helping me out. Anthony Dean. I want to be in the inner circle if I can, please, guys. So, and Gino and Paulie, and all these guys who raced today. It was a great race.
All right, congratulations. Give him a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. Third place, Ernie Miller. Tommy? You had some power out there. You were with them. You were in the mix there. What happened?
Well, I just kind of got comfortable back there and just kind of let them have it. I had a pretty good jump on Ernie back there, so I was just cruising.
Yeah, you definitely had a good gap. Were you close enough to see Andre Taylor's circus act?
I didn't actually, so that's kind of unfortunate.
You know, I didn't know he could do cartwheels like that. It was pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's not what I want to hear.
Anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I need to thank James with Good Grip Racing, Eric with Velocity Calibrations, Nick with Big St. Charles, my wife for putting up with this, Pirelli Tires for keeping me out there all weekend,
all right.
MCRA for putting it all on.
All right, congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a big hand. Tommy Specker.
Good job, Tommy.
He was pushing hard. He was pushing hard. You guys, you stalked him there for a little while, and then made your move, and then what happened from there? Did you?
Andre got a great start, and he was running a little bit faster than I wanted to, so I got in front of him to slow him down. that was the idea, but I guess he had to get off there, so I figured he was right on me at the end, so I kept pushing, you know. So, but the Dunlop tires worked great for me. Big St. Charles came through again for me and for the series again this year, so I really appreciate that. And my buddy Ben for helping me out in the pits. I mean, he does a great job of keeping the right tires on the bike, the right pressures, and enough gas in the tank to finish a race. So.
All right, congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff Selbert with the win. Now, I understand there was a deal there. If they beat Lakovich, something good happened.
Yeah, I think I owe Jeff Selbert a set of tires. And if I'm not mistaken, Lakovich, I don't even think he make it off the start.
Yeah, no, he ran some laps out there. All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, our expert podium. Thank you so much, guys. We'll bring our amateurs up here.
Hey, how you doing? You all right?
Great job, Jeff.
Thank you.
Did you hear the inner circle? Did you hear that, bro? Inner circle racing. coming at you this year.
Okay, Inner Circle Racing, here we go. Seth's got the stand. All right, let's bring up our amateur field. Come on up, guys. Oh, I thought that was a Triumph. Turns out it's a Kawasaki. I'm going to put you right in the middle. Put you right in the middle.
In the middle. I mean, where's second go? Over there?
Second's right there.
Go down the first round and come back and take a podium. Can't beat that.
Nah, I'm pretty much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with our third place finisher, Blake Holt. You know, I think it takes a lot of courage to come back from a get-off earlier in the day and fight your way to a podium finish. How you feeling? Was it in your head during the race?
Well, you wouldn't be a racer if it's not always in your head to win. I got a good start, but in the end, I'm happy. I'm pretty proud of this after going down like that and having no time on the track. I'm real happy with where I ended up.
You should be real proud. And again, just like yesterday, we saw some great strategy there. As you let Jared Harrison come by, you kept chipping away at him. You stayed patient. You kept chipping away, and then you were able to catch him on the last lap in turn 7.
Yeah, I was able to follow him and see where he was going faster, and I learned a couple things from him. And I figured out that if I could just stay close to him, I could probably pop him back then and he wouldn't have a chance to get back around me. So it happened to work out this time.
Well, it was a great ride. Congratulations, Blake Holt, your third place finisher in Amateur GT. Hey, you just keep third place yesterday, second place today. It's all going in the right direction.
Yeah, I like the rain. It's I don't know, for some reason I do well in the rain. Dirt biking experience, I guess. So, yeah.
Well, congratulations. Anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my boy for not beating me today, and MCRA Corner Workers for helping us out, and thanks everybody who donated yesterday to Bill's Fund. What an awesome event that was, and Bobby Brown for letting me use his trailer.
All right, there you go. Congratulations. Give him a big hand. Todd Knauer with a second place finish today. Hi, Robbie. Nice to meet you.
Hey, I'm Robbie.
Pleasure to meet you. And I thought this was a Triumph, but apparently it's a Kawasaki. You got a great start out there, and how'd you feel?
It was fun. It's a blast.
Yeah?
Sliding around everywhere. Yeah, dirt biking was what helps out in the rain.
How long you been racing?
A couple of years. I've been racing dirt bikes all my life.
Okay, very cool. And anybody you'd like to thank?
Friends and family, and for helping me out, and Phillips Pro Cycle shop I work at in Southern Illinois.
All right, congratulations. Give him a big hand. Your winner, Robbie Graber, MCRA Amateur GT winner. We're going to take a couple of group pictures here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are at lunch. The concession stand is open, and hopefully we can get some breeze out here to dry out the track. I see some blue skies to the west, and that may work in our favor. Have a great afternoon. We'll pick up the track should go back to green at 1:30, and then we will have racing later today with the GT Lights, the Sportsman, and the 250 races starting this afternoon. Thanks again for being out here, everyone.